All right, YouTube, 16 Falconer back with another freaking exciting video. I'm closing the book on another week of trouble-free metal detecting with the NOKTA Legend. It's ran all week perfectly fine. I have total trust in the machine again. You know, it's like a person that lies right to your face. It takes a while to trust them. Well, we've come back to that. So I've been rocking 40 kilohertz all week. Sensitivity jacked up. Let's see, what am I at? 29. Recovery 8. Park mode, ground. Just did a ground balance and a noise cancellation. There's a lot of iron in this ground here. This is just walking down a path through the woods here, trying to get to there's a footbridge down yonder way that was a hangout spot for years and years when I was a kid. So I figured I'd just swing it and show you some videos from throughout the week here. Yeah, I hit, just did some curbs. Then this past Saturday, let's see, today's Tuesday, oh, there's a piece right on the ground here. I'll pick that up on the way out. So Saturday, I went to the local village park and hunted for about an hour and a half. All I found, I'm doing just shallow signals because the ground's so freaking dry and hard, and like this stuff here, there's no way I'd be able to dig through this unless it's just like an inch below the surface. But and I've been going for mainly coin signals, and the only thing I've found so far is, Saturday it was all dimes and pennies. Most of them zincs. Then Sunday, I went back to the park Sunday morning to carry on. I was detecting around picnic tables, and let's say I got there at 6:30 in the morning. The minute I pulled in, got a severe weather alert on the radio. Wasn't supposed to rain till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and there was a severe thunderstorms supposed to roll in at about 20 after 7. So I detected a little bit, found another couple dimes, a couple more pennies. Then the rain started coming. All right, so I think I got a dime here. Like I said, the other three over there, tables, let's see, 1, 2. Well, that table wasn't there yesterday. All right, the 3 tables on the concrete, it was all dimes and pennies around them. So, all right, well, no, that was a zinc 1989 memorial. Thought for sure that was gonna be a dime. All right, so I got a high tone mixed in with all this stuff, so I'm gonna dig it up just for turds and giggles. All right, so in that hole was another penny and a paper clip. All right, so I got another 47, 48. It's probably gonna be a penny. All right, modern dime. I don't know what it is, man, pennies and dimes. All right, so I got another penny or dime signal right here. I'm on my way, working away from them picnic benches. There's 12 cents I found around that one. All right, I gotta cut this one short because the rain's coming. Shoot. I gotta get this one signal out of here. Let me do this. I almost had it. Shit, I covered the hole back up. I can't remember where I was. And then apparently, I'd gotten, well, not apparently, I did. I got some water in my microphone jack on the GoPro. So once the rain stopped, I went out back over here. This history goes back to the early 1700s, sawmill, this, that, blah, 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 blah. So I get out back there and I detected for about an hour, and I found 2 dimes and 2 pennies. Modern, all modern stuff. All right, I'm at a new location. The rain stopped. Different area, got a pretty good signal here. This is an area I can use a shovel at too, so. All right, that was a modern dime, 2001. All right, well, I'm down by the water, having a 40 kilohertz, and I just found me a crusty, it was ringing a 4752. Pretty sure that's a penny, but it's just totally crusted up. I'll have to clean it up when I get home. All right, found me another dime right here. Pretty sure it's modern. Have to clean up when I get home, but I've found a bunch of pennies. So pennies and dimes. Don't know what the hell's going on. Then, so then I had to go. And then later that day I went to, to the creek. I put the LG 15 on, and wonder what we got cooking there. I'll try that. So went to the creek, LG 15 on, put it in M3, looking for some copper and brass and whatnot. Bought me a cheap little sand scoop. I was there for, I don't know, about an hour. It started raining again. But in the meantime, boy, this seems like a... in the meantime, the sand scoop, the handles screw together, and must be something big. And I'm left-handed, so I use the scoop with my right hand and right foot. Piece of iron. And as I would try to push the scoop into the ground, my hands would turn like to the left, like counterclockwise, and I'd start unscrewing the handles. So I'm going to have to, it was only 35 bucks. So I'm going to have to drill them connections and then pin it. And then put some supports on it, because it's really not a, it's not a very stout unit, but hey, it worked for me. You know, I found a couple pieces of copper or brass or something. Now, all right, I got a screamer right here. It's probably going to be metal though, regular iron, but I'm going to get it out and see. All right, so I got the piece out. It's right there in the stone. And that's hitting 47.48. So I'll have to bring that home and check that too. Now I'm going to have to that's probably more iron. I'll have to look at it anyways. Yeah, I'm going to have to put some supports on it. And oh, no, I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to, is that a quarter? Oh, look at that. Eagleback. Huh. Just a laying there. 65. I'm going to have to build one of them things where you melt metal. Because I want to melt this brass and stuff down that I'm finding and make ingots out of it. Now, here's something else. Just this morning, I saw a video from some chick in Australia
detecting in the salt water with her Legend. Really good video. And like with my Legend, oh, that doesn't seem very big. My Legend, what was happening was it would just get them 2 lines on the screen. And even though, you know, there'd be targets all around. And NOKTA originally said that was normal. That's the way the machine would be until it hit a target. And I'm like, no, man, I got targets everywhere. And so anyways, this chick, now her video, what do we got? Oh, toothpaste tube or something. Old one. This chick's hunting in the salt water, and that's how her Legend was. It would, you know, she's swinging over the sand, and it would just be the 2 lines. Of course, she was in beach wet, and it would just be 2 lines until she hit a target. And then it was amazing how, see, I got another screamer right there. At this rate, I'm never going to make it down to my spot where I originally wanted to go. Oh, this is something big. Yeah, I'll pass on that. But, like I say, hers would just blank out like that. Then when she hit a target, it would come to life. But she was still able to scan the, you know, when she was trying to dig the target out with her scoop, she could still scan over it, and it would you know, register if there's something in there. Where mine, it would just refuse to, you know, that you could have a target just sitting right there out in the open and it just would not detect it. So maybe that's what they were thinking of NOKTA when they said that mine was behaving normally. But so anyways, I'm going to add clips of my detecting. Like I said, all I found 1 quarter, and the rest were just dimes and pennies. And Sunday I went back to the park, the village park, and tried detecting around the basketball court, and it was just 1 shield penny, you know, zinc, the new shield penny after another, bam, 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 bam. And every penny I dug out of there was spendable, not 1 corroded. And then I ended up finding, I think I got 1 dime yesterday, and then I found a quarter. But other than that, all week I've found no nickels, no quarters, not even getting any quarter signals or nickel signals out of the park, or out back here. So I don't know if somebody's gone through with a detector years ago, and because all the coins I'm pulling out of the park are like 90s and above. So, but I mean, I've only done a sliver of that park. It's all together like 20 acres. But so I got to get back there in the fall once the ground softens up, so I can actually dig plugs. And because I'm around the picnic table areas, there's a ton of mid-tones, anything from 11s up to 37. Now I know most of them are probably just pull tabs, ring pulls, this and that, but there might be some jewelry amongst the mix there. So like I said, fall I'll get back there and really give it a go. Sometime when I can spend a whole day But, all right, well, I'll let you know if I find anything good. Otherwise, I'm piecing in. Man, alive, this is hard. Come on. It's gonna be another big piece of iron. Yeah, some old irony thing. But in here, I gotta get in here this fall. Got all these old concrete little pillars in here. So from what I've told, there used to be a dock here because they'd float logs up right on the other side of the bank here, and it'd go to the sawmill down to that way. So yeah, I got a lot of hunting I got to do in here. There got to be something around. So, all right, well, I'll be back if I find something. Man alive, it's been a cavalcade of people wanting to stop and chit chat. What'd you find? What'd you do this? Man, it's been like 20 minutes. I'm just getting going again. So, all right, well, my allotted hour and a half is already freaking up, and I've hardly got anything done. I basically did this down the side of the sidewalk to that tree right there, back, head around the perimeter of this, and with all the people stopping and talking and this and that, you can't get anything done. So, all right, I'm gonna mosey on back. If I find anything along the way, I'll let you know. Well, I found me a quarter in the ground, finally. Man alive. I was ringing up anywhere between 47 and 52, so I thought it was gonna be some piece of aluminum, but it was a quarter. I'm moseying on back, but I'm going this way. I'm gonna go through the woods here. This side here, this was all just wild woods for years and years and years. And a couple years ago, the county came through and just gutted it because we had a real bad homeless problem and drug people and stuff. And there were trails out here and they were pooping and just leaving their nasty toilet paper all over the place. So the county came in and just took everything out. But this part over here is still virgin from years ago, so I'm gonna go that way. All right, so I'm detecting my way out of here, and it takes longer to detect your way out of somewhere than into somewhere. Anyways, I found me a modern dime right here, copper penny right here. They were both ringing up 47, 48. So if I see anything else, I'll be back. Okay, so I found a broken ring just in the grass. First piece of jewelry I ever found. It's a junker, but whatever. Okay, I'm still trying to make my way back out of here. I'm so far an hour and 10 minutes late. I found on that side trail, well, dime, pennies. I found another surface quarter back there. Then I get out here to this little bridge, and there's just pennies everywhere. They're basically just under the surface. Got a dime out of here and another surface quarter right over there. So now I'm gonna get on the other side of the bridge and detect. I only got about another 75 feet and I can be out of here. All right, so just on the other side of the bridge, I got a 47, 48. So that's either gonna be a copper penny or a dime. All right, so that was a modern dime. Nice. All right, well, I'm getting more signals all around here. This is where I found that dime, right there. So, could be a couple dimes, pennies, quarter. That looks like a penny right there. Yeah, that's a copper penny. 1959. Ooh, oh no, still a memorial. All right, let me see if there's anything else down there. Nope, that's it. All right, so I got another signal here, and then after this, I gotta go. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here all freaking day. These are all pretty much surface finds. I just found a Canadian penny, which is ringing up 35.37, which is weird. Oh, here we go, another penny. That's a copper memorial. All right, that's it. I gotta go. I cannot put that detector on the ground one more time. Otherwise, it's gonna be hours before I get out of here.